And good morning to Dr. Jaimie Ronchetto. She's here. Wah, 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 wah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing from Cinema Vet?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Listen, Kyle and I took off yesterday. And we're here Tuesday and Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday, we're off.
Nice.
So, Dr. Jaimie, I know you've got, a couple of degrees on the wall. Do the math. That's how good. That's how good we're doing. But we need to talk. That brings me to my next question. I didn't have any questions to begin with, but my very first question is let's talk about 4th of July and how it affects your pet. Mm-hmm. And it's not just fireworks. We have a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
So we start off the day with the parade.
Right.
That's how we start here in the Santa Clarita Valley. And I've heard the parade chair, Linda Storley, say, please don't bring the pets because a couple of things happen. Number one, it gets a little hot.
Yeah.
The pavement gets hot.
For sure.
And there's really no place, to put the pet. It's going to be in sun and the pavement gets hot. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I think that's really good advice. Just leave them at home. They're going to be more comfortable there. I know you want your dogs to be with the family because it's a family event, but they really will be more comfortable at home at something like this. It's not like there's grass area to be. There's not a lot of shade. I get hot sitting out there. So, even though it's early in the morning, temperatures rise really quickly. The pavement gets hot really fast. And they, even though we have shoes on or we have somewhere to sit, they can't get away from that. And that can burn their feet really easily. Mm-hmm. And every year we see paw pad injuries from hot pavement.
Now, it's never happened to my dog, but do you see when they do have these injuries, would they wince or anything? Or do they just do a hop to get off of the heat?
Sometimes you'll just see them kind of step, but mm-hmm. that's about all they can do, mm-hmm. So, being aware of that just in general when you're out, you can always try testing the pavement with the back of your hand and see, how hot that seems to you.
Good thought. Okay.
Yeah, because that's, more sensitive.
Sure.
So back of your hand. But, I think for the parade purposes, she's correct.
There are also a lot of people.
Yeah, there's tons of people. It might make them nervous.
You never know what food has been dropped on the ground.
Very true.
And so it's just overall, leave them home. Mm-hmm. Leave them home. They'll be fine, right?
Right.
So we start the day with the parade, and then there are fireworks. So let's get to, even before the fireworks, barbecue.
Right. There's barbecues.
Barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
What can the dogs have in we've got hot dogs, hamburgers, we've got chicken, sometimes steak, mm-hmm. Potato salad, potato chips, s'mores. What out of that whole list that I just said can the dogs have?
Right. So, like we usually discuss for holidays, I would recommend just none of it.
Oh, Dr. Jaimie. Boo,
I
Dr. Jaimie.
I'm so mean. The thing is that even with plain hot dog, plain hamburger, chicken, usually it's going to be barbecue chicken or some kind of seasoned chicken, and certainly steak, you never really know which of those is going to settle with their tummies okay and which isn't. Hot dogs you'd think would be okay, and for, a treat here and there, yeah, it's usually fine. But there are those dogs that sometimes with the higher fat foods, which hot dog is, mm-hmm. The higher fat meats, that can really upset their tummies. To the point even where we can see pancreatitis. So,
ooh, okay.
I would say usually a little bit of hot dog would be fine, but you never really know. I wouldn't give them their own hot dog, but a little piece of hot dog would probably be fine.
And that's it.
And
then you stop there.
Yeah. Steak, again, is one of those, if it depends on if it's lean or not, if it's too fatty, same thing. Also the seasoning on it. The chicken, if it's seasoned or too much sauce, then that part isn't good for them. Mm-hmm. But if it's really plain chicken, that if you want to cook some chicken specially for them, that's just totally plain, that would be fine.
Okay.
But none of the sides, no desserts.
No s'mores?
No
what?
s'mores.
No, what?
No s'mores. Remember, chocolate is still toxic, so keep them out of the candies and all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We say quite often, It sounds like we're being mean, but if you love your pet, if you love your dog, and we know you do, and you want them to live a long and healthy life, you have to look into those puppy dog eyes and say, no, honey, you're not, this isn't for you.
Exactly.
And you have to be okay with it, because I know we're sometimes tempted by those puppy dog eyes.
Oh, absolutely. They know just what they're doing.
Did you hear the report of just recently, dogs do know how to manipulate you with the eyes? Did you
I
hear
believe
that?
it. No, I didn't, but I believe it.
So we can't fall prey to the puppy dog eyes. We can't do that, right?
Right.
Okay. Last but certainly not least, fireworks.
Yes.
Talk to me.
So fireworks is a big problem every year, obviously. We know that it's coming. You got to think to them, they probably, think the world is ending. They don't know what it is. It's just big, loud, scary noises. Dogs and cats can be scared by it. Obviously keeping them indoors is best. Keeping them secured so that they can't try to escape in the midst of their being scared.
Especially cats. I'm assuming cats can just take it, like bolt out the door, right?
Yeah. So, and some dogs, some of the bigger dogs sometimes will try to escape, and they'll even break windows trying to get out.
What?
I've had that happen. They break through windows.
Yeah, we got to be careful. Do you recommend, sometimes what I do, I don't know if this is right or wrong, sometimes what I do if I want to go out front and watch the fireworks, I put on music or the TV kind of loud to kind of mute it. Is that something that we can do?
Absolutely. I definitely recommend that. Try to get their attention elsewhere, so music to drown it out, or the TV to drown it out. If they're used to being in their crate and that's a safe place for them, then that's a really good place for them to be. They're going to feel more secure there. And certainly medication, we have
Doggies Annex?
We have that, yes. So there's lots of different, everything from calming supplements. Sometimes they just need a little something to take the edge off just a little bit that's not drowsy, to something that's going to be more sedative for them so that they sort of sleep through it. We have those, take advantage of those. Talk to your vet about those. There's different things out there for the needs of the pets, and I think they work really well.
Fantastic. It is cinemavet.com. Phone number, Dr. Jaimie?
Yeah, 661-253-9300.
Okay, and are you going to be there today, all day, and tomorrow?
No, I am off today. Today's my normal day off.
But the office is open.
The office is open.
Okay.
My associate is there. We are open tomorrow as well. We're just going to be closed on the 4th.
Okay, so if you're worried about any of the above that we just spoke about, and maybe think that a sedative it might be good for the dog, or just one of those little calming chews or whatever, give them a call or check them out online, cinemavet.com. What's the best phone number, Dr. Jaimie?
Yeah, 661-253-9300.
Have a great 4th.
Thank you. You too.